Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
Let's get to it, man. Trump pardoned people. Who he Trump? He pardoned
Probably
Kodak Black.
a list of people.
Yeah, you got that list?
Nah, I'm pulling it up right now, but we can talk about a few of the people that he pardoned.
Okay.
And notable in the hip hop community was Desiree Perez, who was the CEO of Rock Nation, and Lil Wayne, Harry O, and Kodak Black. Now, which one out of all those, what do you think is the most surprising, Sam? At the Lil Wayne pardon, Harry O, Desiree, or Kodak?
That's a good question.
Cause it ain't a little bit surprising. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie like, yo, it's a little bit surprising, especially the Desiree Perez. You gotta look at that one. It's confirming to me. It confirmed a lot of things, to me. Yeah, that confirmed a lot to me. Now the Kodak one, I kind of thought like, I don't get it. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't understand it at all. Or the Lil Wayne one.
I wonder if they had to talk and kind of present their case on why they deserve to be pardoned to Trump or Trump's people. I wonder what was like the thought process behind it, because you got people like Big Meech still sitting behind bars.
Yep.
You got other advocates out here that advocate for the right things that have been in jail and served some considerable amount of time.
Yeah.
You have people that have unfortunately been executed that were found innocent when it comes to evidence and various things, testimonies being retracted and things like that, and they're no longer here. So when you think of why this was done, these high-profile names, and then the attention that it gets, I just can't help. I don't know. I call a spade, man. We always do, and it just reeks of another way to get another. I don't know what the fuck it reeks of, man. It's just, I don't know, man.
Well,
I don't get it.
Give a little more clarity to that. I think that does have something to kind of do with it, because here's the statement that they put out, the White House put out about Desiree Perez. They put President Trump granted a full pardon to Desiree Perez. Miss Perez was involved in a conspiracy to distribute narcotics. Since her conviction, Miss Perez has taken full accountability for her actions and has turned her life around. She has been gainfully employed and has been an advocate for criminal justice reform in her community. So is it all based upon people turning their life around, I guess? Because you could say that about Big Meech, you could say that about Larry Hoover too. So how come they weren't pardoned? So where you going with this though, Sam? Man, you saying that they're
missing something in there? Oh God,
go ahead.
She was also a federal informant for the FBI, wasn't she?
She was.
Why is that not in there? I think it deserves to be in there.
Yeah,
I do.
I mean, people notice. I mean,
we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing this, and we've been covering this shit. And I've been seeing a lot on Instagram about this story in particular. A lot of high-profile celebrities saying, "Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, I didn't know this."
And the people don't know it. First of all, they know it. The Rock Nation people know it. The Meek Mills know it. All the people that are sitting on it, they know it, but they're quiet as hell. As a matter of fact, I seen Funk Flex post something today,
Yep, me too.
And I was just watching. I was looking like to see who was going to co-sign. You had a couple of people like Gilly co-signing, which I expect him to. Obviously, he'll have the connections to the Rock like that. But I didn't see those rappers in there even liking it that you usually see on the Funk Flex. They was kind of quiet because they know that bag comes through Rock Nation, and they ain't trying to fuck that up. And like they said, Jay-Z is almost like the boogeyman in this shit for a lot of people. Some people don't give a F about Jay-Z, but some people are shook to death of Jay-Z, and they know that Rock Nation is where those deals are coming from, where those contracts are coming from. They hooked up with this and that, and they don't want to bite the hand that feeds them, Sam, man. They know.
Hell yeah, they know. There's no doubt they know.
They compromise.
The thing, you know what the thing is? The thing wouldn't be so bad to sit there and work for Desiree Perez, knowing her backstory, if it was none of your business, and you went in there and you went there straight to work, and you ain't put your life out there. But y'all out here screaming no snitches. Y'all out here calling this one a snitch. Y'all out here calling that one a snitch. We got to sit back and talk about snitches all the goddamn time on this platform, because this is what hip hop's talking about. Snitch this, snitch that. We're going to have a brother on tomorrow that's going to get knee deep in this whole snitch shit. It's going to be real dope. This is what y'all talked about.
Yeah.
And now we hearing and turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to this situation when it's known. I don't think she would reject it. I don't think, and like I said, if you ain't care, cool. Work with whoever you want to work for. If she turned her life around, great. All that shit's great. But y'all out here saying, fuck snitches,
it's a
rats,
thing,
and all that.
Until they paying you. They say that until they're paying you. Now it's popular to say it. Well, oh, this nigga's a rat. We ain't dealing with him. He has no effect on your life. You can say that. You could be a follower and follow the crowd and say that and all that. And a lot of times I agree. Like a cat like 6ix9ine and people like that. Yeah. I just don't like the circumstance. Now she was caught with 35 kilos, if I'm not mistaken, Sam. Man, I want to just verify this. I think 35 kilos in 1994. She was doing it big, and she went in. You know what I mean? And, cooperated and took down some big cartels out there in South America somewhere. And I just think it goes to, people can turn their lives around first and foremost, but it goes to the character of the person. I think that'll, get themselves in trouble, be 100% in. And now you go in and take the people down who were supplying you. I just think that goes against the character of the person.
Oh, God, you said this confirms something to you. What does it confirm to you?
You gonna put me on the spot with that?
Hell yeah, man! What's it confirm to you, man?
It confirms that officials with Rock Nation, for one, have some real connections with the federal government, and whatever way that means, you can put your pieces together. But it's now again, I don't want to take away from what she's done at Rock Nation. They say she's like a fucking firecracker businesswoman. Like she gets shit done, and I believe it. Ain't about somebody moving kilos and shit. 35, and you got an operation like that, you're going to be a great business person, and you just happen to get caught. But so I don't want to take nothing away. And she probably got scared, in trouble, and said fuck it. Probably grew up in bad conditions and all that, and went that way. I agree, and she turned her life around. But at the end of the day, it confirmed for me that, yeah, these dudes is playing on that level. These dudes is playing on level with the federal government, dealing with them boys, them alphabet boys, on a level where they could be friends, do favors here and there, because, the president just part of you. Now, with that being said, people will say, well, what about Lil Wayne? What about Kodak? Are they feds too? What would you say to that?
Nah. I wouldn't say that. It's interesting, though. There has to be an answer to this question. There has to be a reason, and I'm not throwing anything off the table right now.
Well, let's do it like this.
Not. I wouldn't say that my gut is but shit.
Let's look at the cases, though. Let's break all the cases down with the people we talked about. I'm not too particular sure of the Harry O guy's case, so I'll leave that to the side. Let's look at Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black, a situation, with the gun, he went down there and pretty much lied on the application. All right, cool. That's something you could do. He ain't harm nobody in that situation. Same thing with Lil Wayne. He had some drugs. That's his own prerogative. And he had a pistol, which he should have. That's just my belief. We got the right to bear arms, felon or no felon, especially these rappers. I think it's been more beneficial for them to have this stuff on them and get caught with it than be caught without it, because you see the people's going for their fucking necks out here. So that's for one. So the reason I'm saying all that to say is that, yeah, it could happen where this could be like, all right, maybe they ain't deserve to be in a situation, or they made a mistake, so I'm going to pardon them. I seen their story. I'm the president. I'm going to pardon them. Now, a lot of people want Hoover. A lot of people want Meech. Different stories, different situations. But yeah, that's all. That's what my mind is bringing me to right now, man.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I think that it dispels a lot of things. A lot of people go, yeah, but he's still racist. He's still this. He's still that. Yeah, but he ain't no more racist than anybody else in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I got a little more backstory on Harry O. Now that you mentioned that, he obviously is set to release from a California prison after spending 32 years behind bars for attempted murder and cocaine trafficking. Now, according to Daily Mail, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows personally advised Trump not to sign the pardon, but Trump was convinced by his family. Now, Snoop, who rapped under Harris, enlisted Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, and Justice Reform campaigners to convince Trump. Snoop is to have stepped in after Harris' legal team unsuccessfully called for an early and compassionate release due to risk of COVID-19. So Snoop's influence was highly favored within Trump's conversation, which is very interesting to me, because you see that Snoop publicly destroys Trump, but Let me keep reading real quick. The president knows about it. I've spoken with Ivanka Trump and I've spoken with Jared Kushner, and I've been told that President Trump is aware of the case and has been reviewing it. Criminal justice advocate Alice Johnson told Daily Beast. Now, Johnson's own life sentence for drug trafficking was previously pardoned by Trump in 2018, and her case was brought to his attorney by Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
So there's a lot of pieces in place here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Snoop's heavy influence definitely kind of persuaded it, and he was in contact with Ivanka Trump, which is his daughter, right? I think it's his daughter.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's his wife's name? I don't even know. See, that's
the
crazy.
Goddamn first lady of the United States of America.
It ain't like Michelle, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know her name either.
I don't know. I thought it's white, but people will correct in the comment. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the case may be.
One of them bunkers and shit.
Yeah, it might have been even his wife. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, that Snoop thing, man, that's standing out to me here because, like you said, you see him going in a lot. You know, voicing his concern. That's what makes me think a lot of this stuff is staged. A lot of stuff people just, you know, just being their feelings and their emotions, they joking around and whatnot. But I don't know. That one, man, I don't know. I'm at loss for words for that.
It's a lot of question marks for certain things, and one of Snoop being one of those rappers, one of the greatest rappers we've ever seen, one of the most polarizing rappers we've ever seen, still in the game, still popular, still doing his thing, would be questions we'd have to and love to ask Snoop. But to ask him that's a pretty fucking
some of these
penny.
dudes, man, some of these dudes, like I think DeHaven brought it up, is definitely not saying that Snoop's an informant or nothing like that, but some of these dudes are informants. Some of these dudes are working, you know, with the federal government. Some of these dudes, the federal government sat down with them and said, look, we got this so-and-so, we need you to work with us. And they raised their hand and said, yeah, I can guarantee you that.
I'll end my thoughts on this, because when you said that you believe that to a certain degree or level, Rock Nation has some affiliation or relationship with the FBI. And when you said it, I
said the federal government, but...
federal government, FBI.
Same thing.
Need to fucking know. To what level is that? Because now we talking, now you put me down a whole different kind of level, because it's like, all right,
yeah,
is it influencing lyrics in rappers? Is it pushing a certain narrative? Is it giving up information? Is it sitting in a studio and watching people do things? Like, what level is it? I don't know. We'll never know. It's interesting though, man.
You know, I ain't trying to get no death threats and email. Say but
me neither.
They also, you know, former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. I forgot to mention that he was also pardoned. So this rabbit hole goes deep, and I don't really want to jump too far in the conspiracy lane, too far with this, but it